Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beal, and I'm coming to you with, I guess, it's the final review of Grounding Gospel Season 1, Episode 6, Take a Bow. Yeah, we just gonna get into this episode. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the content, please hit a like for me. It does pushes me through the algorithm so more people can view my content. Yeah, this episode. Oh my God. This was, yeah. Anyway, so we finna get into it, right? So it picks up where it left off with Latasha Page. She's on stage and she is tearing the stage up, right? They all on the I see. You know, they can see now. They was blind, now they see. So Elijah come in, Chad with the gold pants on and the red bottom boots, or ankle boots, or whatever them boots is. They some ankle bottom booties, shoe boots. And so he comes in, he sit him in the middle, right dab in the middle of the stage. And everybody just like, Elijah loves to make an entrance. He always makes things about him. It ain't about him. You know what I'm saying? And he gets over there and he sits down, and Latasha, she sees the shoes. Of course, she's happy. And she starts singing, talking about friends and how they get on your nerves sometimes and all that stuff. And then she says that Elijah really gets very emotional when she sings. I mean, because Latasha can sing, period. The girl can just sing down. Who wouldn't get emotional? Look, like my friend. Anyway, so Elijah over there, and he passes the mic to Elijah. And he start talking about can you forgive me and all this stuff. So he says when he ain't got no words to say, he get a mic to the mama, which is Lisa, which she sings down, and then she says, well, can we all just get along and all this stuff, forgiveness or whatever. So they hug, they're back friends, and she says she got these shoes with the red bottoms and she's happy because he do too much. And you do too much. He do too much as always. But at the end of the day, they're family, they're friends, and they made up, which is good. All right. So now we bring it on down to Brianna. The night is Brianna. Child, Brianna and her showcase. We will get there. So Brianna is going over to the legendary Dorinda Clark. Child, if Dorinda Clark Cole gave me vocal lessons, do you not know? Because she is my favorite Clark sister. That raspy voice, yeah, and her runs, them riffs, it's like they just come out of thin air. She can talk and do riffs at the same time. But anyway, so they have a sit down or whatever, and Brianna is asking her, like, what do you do when you get emotional and all that stuff? She said, girl, you performing at the end of the day. You are here on assignment, so you got to push through. But I know how it is, child, because I know sometimes when I get to singing, honey, I get emotional, can't get through a song, and I be mad at myself. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about them. But she said, you got to just sing through. And then Brianna really doesn't sing a lot. She's never introduced herself, but this is her breakout moment. So Dorinda said that God had gave her this whole deal with a breath exercise where she takes the balloon, one big breath, and then these other short breaths, which is good. I said, I need to do that. Because when Dorinda took that balloon, I said, girl, if you don't sing, honey, child. But that, whatever she did, it was nice. And then Brianna did, and she, hey! I guess she held it for a long time. I said, okay, Brianna, good breath control. Or whatever, but it was good. And she said she appreciated it and all that stuff. So it is what it is. So now we have Latasha. She's sitting down with her dad. She says her dad looks very young. They often mistake her dad as being her brother. And you know what's so funny? My dad looks very young too. And ever since I was a kid, everybody would always think that my dad was my older brother. It was crazy. And we look just alike. He's just a dude or whatever. And my dad is very handsome. But everybody, even now, people always think that my dad is my older brother. I said it's either two things. Either my daddy look young or I look old. And I know I don't look old. So thank you, Jesus, and good genes. Okay. My mom, she's beautiful too. She looks real young too. So yeah. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about them. But she's sitting down and she's talking to her dad, and she's pretty much she breaks it down like the Jay Brooks dad is not her dad. They ended up, her mom and Jay Brooks end up getting married later, and she's the oldest of all the siblings. So I was that's and they answered my question. And also somebody in the comments answered the questions too, because I was just looking, I was like, now is they dad? You know, if you go look back at my last video, I was asking the questions about the paternity of everybody, because they was just, you know, throwing stuff out there, and I'm just like, okay, so who was brother, who was sister, who was mama, who was daddy? So yeah, she came out and told it. And she also was talking to her dad about her husband, or her soon to be ex-husband. And he was just saying, you know, like what everybody else was saying, you know, she really they really didn't like the situation. Her dad didn't like the way that her husband would put her second. You know, he would get into the pulpit, really wouldn't acknowledge her. He would just put her second, not probably third or fourth child. And her dad said something that kind of made me be like, okay, because he says, you know, sometimes things happen when you're younger and they kind of project how they are in their future. And he said, and maybe he is not who he really wants to be in front of the people, or something to that effect. Now, I ain't trying to read too deep in none, but I mean, I'm just saying. Now, the daddy said something to that effect. Now, it may not be verbatim, but it's in that vein. But apparently, and then because she was talking about like when they were there, you know, they were on camera, and she got dressed up in her lingerie and put her hand out, and he gonna let her arm fall off and all that stuff. And that's when the daddy had said the whole thing about being one way and another way another way, and you know, just whatever. But she also started telling him about, you know, her infidelity that she had, and how her husband didn't really treat her right, and just try to make her feel like she wasn't beautiful or unattractive and less of a woman. And he always accused her of cheating with everybody. So she ended up doing it. I mean, it is what it is. You know, the Chicago goes back into the Bible, hates divorce. But I mean, divorce is inevitable in some relationships. It happens. You know, we just got to ask God to forgive us and handle us accordingly. I mean, that's pretty much all we could do. Because, I mean, they do say death and adultery, but I mean, other circumstances, child, I just got to give it to the Lord. But, yeah, so they talked about that, but her father, you know, encourages her, like, you're a beautiful lady, and you know you deserve to be happy, and just giving her the encouragement that their fathers gives, and it makes her emotional. And I mean, it is what it is. And then she was talking about, she was working with Mario Winans, and he was like, well, can I play the drums? I said, why daddy's always trying to get in on something? Can you just sit back in the audience and be my daddy? Okay, well, that's what that was. All right, so now you have Nikki. She's on the phone with her husband Dion. You know, he been in jail for 4 years. Yeah, he done got approved for the parole, and for his appeal parole or whatever, and he about to get out of jail. And she said she got to get out of her mama house, and she's been looking for rental properties, and not rental, but she wants to buy a property. And he was just like, okay, cool. And she was saying the money that she saved up and the money that he got, you know, he putting in on the house or whatever. And then he starts talking about the kid getting his haircut, and he ain't got the haircut yet. And he actually started to kind of chastise her a little bit about not, you know, being on stuff like that, and she need to be patient, and that's her problem. I'm like, dude, you in jail. You've been in jail for 4 years. Now, this woman is doing the best that she can. She's giving it the best that she's got, baby. So, yeah, you just sit in jail and worry about getting out. Don't be trying to come at me and tell me what I need to do and how to do it and when to do it when you weren't even over here to help me do it. That's what I'm saying. People, they get in jail, they act like they want to run stuff in the jail and out the jail. And while somebody running you, the warden, child, the security guards, officers. But anyway, I ain't really too much like that too much. You all on her back about a haircut and everything else, about her patience. She been patient with you for 4-5 years. I think she has been, you taught her a lesson of patience. Anyway, but Then he starts to tell her that she's a good woman, good mother, and all this stuff. And she gets in her confessional and she gets very emotional, talking about she don't know how single mothers doing it. Child, you know how you've been doing it for 4 years by yourself. So technically you a single mother. Your man is away. Child, clank clank. Anyway, but I like Nikki, nevertheless. I like her spirit. She the cool, she down to earth. She's very understanding about everybody. So I'm not gonna give you a hard time. But your man need to, child, calm down. Okay, we know you about to come home. All right, that's pretty much what that is. And then, child, they got Bree, Elijah, and Shayna. And again, Bree is getting ready for her showcase. They trying to get her wardrobe and all this old other stuff. And just trying to get everything ready. And Elijah, before I get into that, is your daddy gonna be there? No, he on tour. Is your husband gonna be there? No. So her husband ain't showed up for a birthday. Her husband ain't showed up for ain't showing up for a showcase. She says she ain't got time to be worried about that. She got to worry about what she can take control of. And right now, what she can control is what she gonna wear. And I'm just like, your man ain't your man. Your husband ain't your husband. Because there is no way you got all these big things coming up and he don't even show up. And we don't even see him. So I'm just thinking maybe she was just putting on a facade for the people. Because she know that mess wasn't working out. I mean, we ain't even heard a phone call between her and her husband. Not that if they played it, my head must have been down and maybe I was looking at something else because I missed it. But anyway, but her daddy, I mean, to me, she more concerned about her daddy being there than her man, to me, it should be the other way around. But anyway, child, they talking about they want Elijah lady sings the blues. Got this big old flower. So the flower bigger than her little old head. Like her head is. I don't know why Elijah think he is the end all be all when it comes to fashion because I didn't like nothing. And maybe this is maybe my unpopular opinion. I don't know how y'all felt, but I didn't think that looked good. That gold, I didn't like that. I didn't like that gold dress. I didn't like none of that. Because first of all, the girl is very pale looking. She's very, very pale looking, light skin. And those colors, she looked like one big, like she looked washed out. She looked washed out. Even I'll get there on that stage. It looked washed out. Like nothing brought her glow out. I didn't like it. Maybe y'all liked it, but I didn't. I just thought, I'm like, girl, you dang near invisible. Like, girl, what you got on? I didn't like it. It looked like it didn't know. She looked like she was drowning in that dress. That dress looked bigger than her. She's a smart. Anyway, I didn't like it. And then Shayna over there, I'm like, Shayna, can you tell Elijah that don't look good on her? I mean, maybe Shayna thought it looked good. Child, I don't know, but I didn't like it. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. Elijah was telling her that she need to be on her showcase because apparently she ain't had no rehearsals. Everybody busy, child. We'll get to that showcase in a minute. So now we have Dorinda and her daughter Nikki. They over there talking, and Dorinda on the keys. Well, the piano keys. Those are piano riffs, right? So what was she singing? His eyes on the sparrow. Child, I don't know what she was singing, but she was singing. She says her mom secretly wanted her to sing. And you can tell that Nikki does have a voice up under there. If she was really serious about singing, I'm pretty sure she would do a really good job, even though you can tell she was playing, but she was kind of a little bit serious at the same time. But you know how it is when you don't really sing a lot, you'll probably put something out there, but then you will mess it up on purpose because you don't really know. You may not be confident enough in it. But I believe under there, Nikki got a little voice on her. She just gotta, I believe if she really, really took it serious, she could really do something, especially if she stayed in her element. But other than that, they start talking about, she was moving about her house, and that's all church folks do, child. We do that shout. When we get happy, child, we do that little anything happen. Girl, I just closed on my house. We do the little shout. Drake buy me a new car, do the little shout. Child, Kiki getting up out my house. I just got, you do the little shout. Child, I'm finna go to give me a 4 for 4. You do that little shout. It be, that's just what we do. It's funny. And she did it, and then her mama was talking real like, Dion, he real supportive now, because she been the role manager with her mom in the group. And, he been gone. So he ain't really got no choice but to be supportive. But now that he's coming home, is he still gonna be this supportive person? And Kiki said that, not Kiki, excuse me, Nikki said that he would, but the mama is just like, I mean, he's saying that now because he in jail, but when he get out, is a different story. Because when he was out, he seemed like he was kind of mean. He was like putting down the law. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he said goes. And Nikki, she abided by it. So now the mom is concerned, like, are we gonna still be doing what we was doing these last 4 or 5 years? And she said, yeah, but we'll see. You're gonna have to, her mom was telling you, have to put your foot down and let him know this is what I was doing. This is what I enjoy. This is what's helping bring money into the household. So, he gonna have to get on board. But child, they be talking that talk in jail. But then when they get out, like she said, he could get out and he be good, but then he get to looking at other women, smaller, bigger, or whatever, she got to worry about that too. Because right now he locked up. Right now he probably the only woman that's coming to see him. We don't know. But as far as, she concerned, she just want to make sure everything gonna be good between the two of them once he do get out. So, yeah. All right, so child, look, this is the night of the showcase, right? So Brianna, this is her first time even doing, I guess, a rehearsal, and she's supposed to be doing a mic check. So mic checks don't take that long. The mic check mainly consists of, is this mic going to be consistent with my voice? And we probably play a little bit of something just to test out the waters on how it's going to sound. Like, do, 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 just something real quick. Music on point, I'm on point, mic on point. Nothing is drowning nothing out. So that's how it's supposed to be, right? Child, they in here having a full-on rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and Elijah back there yelling at the girl, talking about, you gonna have to go over this song. You gonna have to do this. You gonna just yelling at the girl. Now she over here. Now she ain't been singing like that. So she need to preserve whatever voice that she has, right? So while she up there trying to sing, and mind you, that first song she did, that little wish, that was beautiful. I said, okay, this gonna be a good showcase because Brianna can sing. She really can. And I was like, that sounds really good. That sounds like her element that was in her tone. Like everything just blended. The music sounded good. It was really like point on. And it's like she wasn't doing too much. It was just perfect. It was like easy singing. And it was pretty, soft, everything. Anyway, there's too much on that. So then Elijah like, you need to hurry up and we don't have time for this and you got to do this and do that. Now, this making her put an extra strain on her voice because she just like, I mean, I've heard people time and time again stop and say, can I get this mic checked? My mic doesn't sound nice. Check this mic, do this. And that's what they supposed to be doing right now. But he want her to really go over songs because he's looking like this is the first time that all of y'all really have been together. And he's just like, I put my name on this. Jay put his name on here. We are presenting Bree. But I'm like, it ain't about you, Elijah. Elijah, it's not about you. You always make something about you. You make this girl clothes about you. You make this girl hair about you. You make this girl shoes about you. You make this girl being on time about you. You make this girl husband about you. You make this girl daddy about you. You make this girl everything whole. I'm like, this is not your woman. This is not your artist. This is supposed to be your friend. And it ain't about you. And I understand you want to help her. And you doing a lot of stuff to even probably make you look good so you can in the back end say, this is what I helped create. But dang, can you get your project done? Nobody even knows about your project, but you want to keep talking about this girl project. Nobody knows. Even in Shayna's confessional, she's like, you're projecting everything, your insecurities on this girl. You doing too much now. You supposed to be this self-proclaimed music artist, self-proclaimed fashion icon, or whatever you are, but your stuff ain't even together. And it's like you looking at Brianna thinking that she finna take you to the next level when it should be the other way around if you supposed to be so established in what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And then your daddy gonna be here. No, he ain't gonna be there. Your husband, no. Ain't none of them gonna be there. It's just us and the 45 people that's gonna be in the crowd. So it is what it is. And then even Jay was like, dude, you need to calm down. You sitting over here fussing at this girl. You need to calm your butt down. I got this. I'm doing the music. I can handle this. You really need to be over there sitting down in the corner. You need to be in the corner, Elijah, sitting down. And then even Shayna had went backstage and was like, you need to calm down. You stressing this girl out. You know she got to get up there and sing. You know this ain't what she been doing her whole time. Her whole, you know what I'm saying? This is something new for her. So her being stressed out, you going to make the girl already emotional. She wear her feelings on her sleeves, shoulders, ankles, knees, toes, head, eyes, ears. This girl wear her emotions on her whole body. So you ain't doing nothing but breaking her down when you thinking you building her up. Calm yourself down somewhere. Get somewhere and sit down. You know what I'm saying? Then him and Bree and Elijah, they talk, and he just saying, well, you know, I'm really just kind of hard on you because I want you to do good. Okay, we don't need all of that. We don't need you to do all that. You just sit back and enjoy the show. So now, child, look at all this. I told you it was about 45 people there. Is it 45 or 35? Yeah. And then my thing is this. If Elijah, you put so much into this concert of showcase, why it ain't full? Why? And then he was sitting over there trying to tell her while she was up there singing, it's people coming in, it's people coming in. Child, these people right here, she could have still been up there rehearsing. She still could have been up there rehearsing. Because whatever. So she gets up there. And I really don't think that this outfit is cute. Child, I can't tell them gloves from her own. I didn't even know she had on gloves. Until they showed the showcase, until they showed the close up. I said, she just this looked like a big washout to me. Like I didn't like it. I didn't think that it was flattering. This sleeve, she just looked like they wanted Billie Holiday. Child, I didn't like it. I didn't like none of it. The hair, everything just looked like one big goal. And he's sitting in the audience talking about everything is perfect. Everything looks good. The gold on her skin. I was like, this look like skin. All of this look like one big skin. It don't even look, I can't tell what's her skin and what's the dress and what's the gloves and what's the headpiece. I can't see anything. And then everything is so black in the background. It's just like she should have wore a Skims outfit and been okay, because I'm just like, whatever. So she get up there and she do the first song, and I was just like, it was okay. I mean, I don't know. When I heard her do the song, when she was doing the rehearsal, it just sounded so pretty. But then when she gets up in front of the people, she just seemed, I don't know, like I don't know if her octave went lower or whatever. And then she started singing, the vagina is evil. I said, what? And then they started paying into the audience, and then you can hear you can read. Did she say vagina? Did she say vagina? Did she say it's evil? The vagina is evil. Is it evil? My vagina not evil. Evil is good. So my vagina is good. The vagina is evil. Jay said she get up there doing this whole vagina satanic stuff. The vagina is evil. The girl, is that why your man didn't come? Because your vagina is evil? Like, what is going on? Girl, when I tell y'all, I was like, what in the vagina is going on in here? Honey, you need to make your vagina happy. What is going on? I didn't know. I thought they said that the vagina rules the world. And then she talking about she didn't even go over it with Jay because she said Jay hate that song. So she just gonna throw that song in there. So Jay back there on the Jay back there on the keyboard like, this is not what we had planned. This is not this. I can't do it. I won't do it. Two balls, two bumps, and a boil. I can't. I won't. Shout out to Runtel that Martin. But anyway, and so whew, you got the Elijah in the background. He winding up his hand like, can you speed this up? Can you see? Because I didn't. If your vagina is evil, then I don't want none of it. I was thinking about it, but now I don't want none. I don't want no evil vagina. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I'm just like, girl, this is not the time nor the place. Cause you done threw everybody off, and then you got Tasha back there eating her popcorn. She said, "Child, my brother is up there working with Brianna talking about an evil vagina when he could have been working with me instead of me going to get Mario Winans." And then you got Nikki, girl, and your vagina evil. You better work that evil vagina, girl. You better work it. I said, these people are crazy. Woo, these people was crazy, child. I'm just looking like, this is me. If y'all can't see my face, it's a blank stare. Okay, well, get your evil vagina on to the next song. So then she started singing the next song. It was a little bit up-tempo a little bit. So then you got Nikki up there. She like, girl, this my song, honey. Because I be singing this to my man because the love is, and I be holding my man down. You know. So that was cool for what it was. And then she finishes out the show, right? So she finishes out the show. And then you got, I wish I would have took a picture of that doggone Elijah. Why he crying? Why is Elijah crying? Can somebody tell me, why is Elijah crying? I don't know. You know what? Elijah and Brianna, they should be brother and sister, because Elijah over there crying, and Brianna, she went back to the back of the room and she started crying. She said it was a weight lifted off her shoulder. And I was with Jay. Jay said the showcase was all right. He said it was okay. And I was with you. We on the same page. We see each other, Jay. Because I was like, that showcase, she should have postponed it to next week. Because, yeah, I was over it. And then what was crazy, so the musicians up to the band still playing. You know, the band keep playing because they be trying to, you know, saying get the vagina is evil song at the people's heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So they still trying to play that them spirits away. While Latasha, she over there talking about she feeling sick, right? So this girl, I said, is that the only way you get to the bathroom? This girl gets up. She runs across the stage in between the keyboard, the organ, the guitar player. Go to the bathroom and throw up. I said, that's the only way you can get there? You couldn't go around the back and hit you just cut through the, okay. So she gets back there. She throwing up all over the place. She tell Nikki them to come back there. Nikki and Shayna, they get back there. They instantly go to, so you pregnant. She was like, oh my God, I cannot be pregnant. And then Elijah, he over there talking about, you better not be pregnant. I'm like, and if she is Elijah, what are you going to do? You going to buy the baby some red bottoms? I mean, what? So what? Who are you? It's always about you. You mad that she pregnant or could possibly be. You gonna carry the baby, Elijah? Are you getting morning sickness? Are you gonna have swollen feet, ankles, and toes? Are you gonna be pushing for in labor? What does this have to do with you? I understand your friend, but what is you mad for? This dude just want to be mad. I think he just want to be mad for the cameras at the end of the day. So everybody else just like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just kind of just like, what? So now everybody talking about Tasha being pregnant. And I'm like, Jay, I wish I had a time machine. Brianna, she over there like, okay, well, they trying to work stuff out. I mean, this ain't a bad thing. Maybe they got some type of love there. They was able to love on each other enough to make a baby. I mean, you know, I know and understand the timing. She going through a divorce or whatever. But if she want to have a baby, if she have one, that ain't none of my business because I ain't got to take care of it. You the one went to that man's house at the late wee hours of the night and you said you was calling on every name. You know what I'm saying? That's above every name. You said, but it wasn't Jesus. So you was calling on your husband's name and he gave your husband gave you a baby. It may or may not be. So, hey, it is what it is. And so, yeah. Yeah, look at this. It says Bree and her husband are in mediation to decide if they will divorce for a second time. Then it says Nikia is hopeful Dion gets parole this year. He's currently not scheduled to be released until 2027. That's more than 5 years. And then it says Elijah is working on his full-length studio album looking. Child, he is not looking fabulous as always. And it says Jay Brooks and his sights set. Jay Brooks has his sights set on producing a Grammy-worthy record with Tasha. Good, because I think y'all work well together. And it says Tasha has finalized her divorce and is contemplating her new future. So I don't know if she is or if she ain't pregnant. So it says contemplating because she finalized the divorce. That's already done. So contemplating, maybe she may or may not be pregnant. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, this shit will be like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this final episode of Grown and Gospel. I mean, overall, I believe the episode was really, it was good. I mean, I'll give it it was good. I don't ever really rate stuff, but I hear other people saying it, but it was good. It was cool. Anyway, tell me what you liked about the episode and like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a great day. Bye.